Hey guys, what's up? Hitmar here, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the last episode, we went through Whomp's Fortress, so in this episode, we'll be moving on to course number 3, Jolly Rodger Bay, not Dire Docks, like apparently I tried to tell myself it was last episode. That is course 9 or 10, I believe. It's much farther on. But, welcome to Jolly Rodger Bay, the first water level of the game. We're starting with Plunder in the Sunken ship. Now, most of this level, as you probably could already tell from both the atmosphere and even the painting, really, most of this is underwater. And, you know, water physics and water levels just in general in Mario games have not been very good. However, you have to say one thing about this course: the music is pretty awesome. So there are a couple things to know about getting in the water. The first and foremost is if you get in the water, regardless of how much damage you've taken, if you get in the water, then you will actually be healed fully. However, if you stay in the water for too long, you're actually going to start losing health. Now, right here is our little friend the eel, and we have to get inside where he is guarding. So all we have to do is just get close to him, and then go back up to the surface and he will go away. Now, the thing is, the game can't actually register the eel coming out of its hiding spot in order for you to get out there, so you will have to actually resurface, and then once you go back down, you'll see the eel is back, you know, outside of there, and then you can get inside of the area you need to. I don't think that's a problem with the DS one, but just note that if you played the DS one first and you're wondering why he's not coming out, that's why. So now we've got a couple of treasure chests right here, and we're going to have to try to open all these. You have to open these in a very specific order. If you get one wrong, you'll have to redo the whole thing, but luckily the order here is pretty simple. And what we're doing is getting the sunken ship out of the water, and in doing so, we'll also be able to collect the next power star. Whenever you get this fourth one right here, by the way, swim as fast as you can to the other end, because the platforming segment here is incredibly painful and incredibly tedious to do. And if you swim fast enough, you can just avoid it altogether, because the platforming here is not very nice. Once again, hit this box to get your star. Note that you can't hit the box while you're underwater. That's why you had to raise the ship. You couldn't just get it, you know, whenever you entered. You actually do have to, you know, lower the water. If you do choose the incorrect one, you are going to be zapped, and it will make you lose some health, so fair warning about that. There are a couple instances in the game where you have to do that. There is another one in here, but we'll see it later. Number 2, can the eel come out to play? I certainly hope so. You'll notice that from now on, in later episodes, the ship will actually be risen up out of the water, so you'll be able to, you know, maneuver on that later on. And there's some red coins there as well. Can the eel come out to play is probably the most annoying mission in this game, to be perfectly honest. What you're going to do is obviously get the eel out of its hiding spot. As you can see, it's taken refuge in here. So you're going to have to get close enough to it to where it sees you. Once you do so, it is going to come out of its hiding spot, and hopefully I'll be able to get this right here. He'll have a star on the end of his tail. You want to hit that star without hitting the eel, and then pick up the power star. And thank goodness I got that before I died, because I was almost gone. Now, the thing is, if you don't get the power star in time, the eel basically makes a lap around that lower part of the water, and then he'll go back in. Once he goes back in, that star is locked out, and you will not be able to get it unless you reset the mission. So, it is slightly annoying, that factor, and there's not much you can do about it, but just fair warning, that is in fact something you will have to watch out for. So, pretty much the easiest way to get it is not by outmaneuvering him while he's moving around, it's just to get him immediately whenever the star first appears. Whenever he just first gets in there, just go for it straight then. That's the easiest point to get it, is just right whenever it first comes out, just run sideways into it in a perpendicular line, and hopefully you'll get it. If not, it is possible to do it without, it's just a lot more difficult to do so. Even though we don't need it for this mission, I am going to go ahead and open up the cannon back here, because we will need it for a later one, and the later mission, while kind of hard to angle, if you can do it correctly, will not take any time at all. So I might as well just go ahead and do it now, despite the fact that we'll probably have the red coin mission coming up next. Now, this one is called Treasure of the Ocean Cave, and yes, I actually have to check. I don't know the names verbatim. Treasure of the Ocean Cave is a very easy mission, and once again, you're going to have those 4 treasure chests. You'll notice there is once again, I almost tried to say shine, a star down there, but we're not going to be getting that in this episode, because it's the one that you can't technically reach, but I'm going to do it the way the game wants you to do it, and so we're not going to be getting this episode. There's a hidden passageway back here, and you'll use this for a couple of things, but right now we're just using it for one mission. We're going to avoid these falling pillars as best we can, and go over to the treasure chests that are shown right here. Once again, there are 4 of them. The order is pretty simple: back, left, right, and front. And the star will appear right in the center. Let's see if I got right on top of it. No, I don't think I jumped high enough in time. But I did get it. Once you get all 4 of those, then you get your star. That order is never randomized, nor is the one in the first episode. They are always the same order, so there's no need to have to, you know, try to guess and figure out which one it is. It will always be the same order. Red coins on the ship Afloat. Here we have another red coin mission. There are none back here. If you want to look behind you, there's not really anything here. Some of them are in the, you know, on the ship, and they're in kind of, you know, this general area. However, I would stick to getting the ones in the water first, because the ship is actually the location to where the star will appear once you've collected all the coins. Some of the red coins are going to be hidden inside of these shells, and whenever you get close enough to them, then you'll be able to, they'll open up and they'll let you know what's in them. So there are either 3 or 4 that will have red coins in them. I believe 4. One of them is way down here, and you can actually see the red coin right there. But you have to get this one as well. There are none in the secret area that I just went into last episode, but you will have to pick this one up, so... There should be 4 in the water, and then 4 that, I'm not going to say are on land, but 4 that are not in the water. And they're all inside of these shells. The 4th one's a little bit difficult to find if you're not looking, but he is right here. One of them will have a shell in it, however there's no real need to pick up the shell. I guess you can use it to steer around in the water, but I never used it for anything. There's not much reason to. There's also another one on one of these little spire, stalagmite, whatever they're supposed to be. That is timed right there with that switch, by the way. I just wasn't dealing with it today. Let's just go ahead and side jump up here. This part is a little bit finicky with what part it will let you jump over on the ship. There we go. Because the ship's rocking up and down, that's why the problem's there. Now there is no little black star right here because the ship is in fact moving, but this is where the star will appear. That's why I went with the ones in the water first. Because if I'd gotten these and then gotten into the water to get those, then I would have had to, you know, go back up here again. So I figured I might as well just do the ones in the water first and just let that be it. Whenever stuff's on a moving platform like that, that's kind of, you know, supposed to be where stuff is locked into place all the time, it will cause problems, and that's why the black star is not there. And once again, there is a problem with Course 13 about that, but we'll get to it later. Blast to the Stone Pillar. This is going to be the last mission for this episode. It is a very quick one. You will need the cannon for this, and you will be blasting to a stone pillar. The area that the star is about right here, and you're going to have to blast to one of these stone pillars in order to grab onto it and then jump off the pillar and land to where the star is. I'd recommend going for the one on the far left. It's just the one closest, and then you won't have to jump from pillar to pillar. I'm going to aim about right there. There we go. Aim right about here and jump, and you do want to hold your directional in order to make sure that you land this. It does take a couple tries, and yeah, it is problematic, but once you get used to it, it's not bad at all. Now the 18th star is the one that we saw that's in those that little vent right there. Now you need Metal Mario to get that technically. If you swim in at the right angle, it is possible. However, I am not going to be doing that in this episode, just for the sole fact that that's not how the game intends you to do it, and I am just going to go ahead and show them the way you're supposed to do it normally. So that will be it for this episode. So next time we're going to be tackling Cool Cool Mountain, which is actually another one of my favorite levels. Believe it or not, I actually really do like the ice levels in this game, which is very unusual for me of all people to say, but both of the ice levels in this game I do like. So we'll be heading into Cool Cool Mountain in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pitmarth with a exceptionally short video for him, but hey, it took less than 9 minutes, so I will see you guys then. Later.